Video, I saw in meditation a huge, bright white light. It was so white that it was iridescent, and when you turn it just to a little bit, it was like a baby blue color. And this light is coming to us now. It has been for the last couple of days. The purpose is to, again, clear up or bring forward anything that is in the lower chakras. I got the distinct impression that it was firm but loving, and that it would basically affect the lower chakras. So if you're having low back pains, hip pains, even into the thighs, through the other chakras that are down from our knees up through the solar plexus, these are being affected. It's bringing up anger, which I've gone through myself, and it's been interesting to look at how the mind will attempt to make up a reason, an excuse for, he made me mad, she did this, it's because of them that I'm angry. And I found that in my awareness and observing that I would say, okay, that's one reason, what else do you have? And my mind would come up with another excuse and another excuse, and I kept just saying, that's a possibility, what else do you have? And it got to the point where I was actually trying to make up reasons for why I was angry, and then it became funny. And then I could just laugh at myself, like, this is ridiculous. I'm feeling anger. Anger is fine. What is the root of the anger? What do I do about it? And it basically was, I don't like feeling this way. This is not something that's comfortable to me. And so I choose something different. There's different levels of the anger, as I'm seeing, because we can be upset that something is going on around us that is not in line with what we know to be true and where we want life to be. But there also comes this point of, it's not up to me to attempt to judge or condemn another for their own actions on what they do. Yes, it may be deplorable, and I may be disappointed in someone for something that it's like, how could you possibly do that? You're a spiritual being. You are working towards a spiritual life, and yet you just acted in a evil or very, very less than loving manner. But that is their own growth. For me, it is again the triggers and not being triggered. Whatever it is that I'm having a problem with is my problem. It's up to me to look at myself to figure out why I'm having a problem with that. If it is really something about changing the way systems work, the way that we are dealing with each other, then it is up to me to not get angry at what's going on, but to look at it, observe, and see what can be done. What can I do to affect change so that this never happens again, or that things become different? Many times there is an answer that there's nothing that I can do physically or in the physical form. Then my responsibility is to go to the energetics. What energetically can I do? I can send love to the individual, that they can see what they're doing, that they can make adjustments within themselves. I can send love to the situation, I can send love to the system, and love being not necessarily the right word, but a higher frequency, a frequency of source, a frequency of this can be made higher. There is a higher point in what is going on, and it's not all of the dark of the night, because there is light in everything and everyone, even when it appears to be different. So we are again encouraged, look for the light, find the light, and if you see just a sliver of it, then put more on it. Shine light on it. Make it greater. See in that person the possibility of what is, that they're not seeing in themselves. Everyone at this point is reacting from a state of fear, from a state of guilt, shame, whatever it is that's coming up in the lower chakras that is to be looked at. And it is for us each individually to look at it. I may see it in you, and if we have a loving friendship, then I can point it out to you in case you're not aware of it. But it is yours to deal with. It is up to you and only you. It is not something that I can do for you. I will stand with you. I will see you as perfectly resolving yourself through this situation. It is yours. There are many people that are in the questioning mode with the why. I've been guilty as well. But it really is, this is what it is. Life is occurring based on what I carry inside me, what frequency I have. And as things come up that I am not liking, that I don't approve of, or that I find deplorable, it is up to me to look within myself and see what beliefs about the situation do I need to change, how do I need to see things differently, and what can I do to resolve within myself, to love myself, to look at what part of me was hurt or damaged or traumatized by something that was similar in frequency. Because the triggers that we are having is something that is a match to something that happened way in our history. Most of the times it happened between 0 and 7. And many of these things we don't remember, we don't know what happened. We stuffed them, we locked them down within ourselves because it was more trauma than we were able to even deal with. We don't have to know what the situation was, what the specifics were, who was involved. We just know that we are carrying a pain that has been with us for a very long time, and it keeps showing up in our outer to trigger us, to put us into some kind of a wild state, to show us this is something that you are still carrying. We, as adults, need to remember to look at that child and what the child, us, went through. It is up to us to reassure that child, to stand and say, I got your back. This situation is going to happen when you are 3, 6, 10, 12, 50, and I am going to stand beside you. There's nothing we can do to change the situation. It is just an experience that you will go through to learn. I stand here with you, I comfort you, and I love you, and we will make it through this just fine. One by one, day by day, moment by moment, we are looking at every programming that we have, everything that has been installed within us, everything that we believed because we were a child, or we were vulnerable, or we were hurt, and we were looking for answers outside of ourselves. It is time to stop, to seriously put down the phone, close your laptop, do the work, and listen to that child within you that is screaming and begging for attention. It says, I need to be heard. I am tired of carrying this. I need to get past these issues. And that is what these new lights are doing. Again, this light is going to kick our butts. And it is probably going to be in play for at least the week. And then it appears as though it's going to be followed by another step 2, phase 2 of, okay, what did you get done? Let's get to the next level. If you didn't get the first layer done, we're going to bring it up again, plus more. The work, as you can see, continues to get more and more, I don't want to say difficult, but it is amassing into a huger and huger ball. It's saying, do this, do this, do this, and every step of procrastination and distraction and not wanting to deal with your own shit is causing it to pile up more and more, to the point that many people are already in a point of, what's the use? This is ridiculous. This is just they trying to dump stuff on me. The point is, we are loved, we are being assisted, and as they continue sending us love and the light that we need to work through our own stuff, it is up to us to do our work. No one can do it for us. Only we can. We are the they, that is causing us all of our sorrow, all of our pain, and that the traumas we keep reliving over and over is because we are not dealing with the shit that we've been carrying that we need to get rid of. Bottom line. So, that's pretty much all I have to say for today, or at least for right now. If you'd like to book a session or you'd like to work through some of your stuff, my detailed information is below. Ending transmission. Until the next now.